And as I always ask you nicely, hopefully, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you would like to. And as usual, I have everything ready, so I'm going to start your reading right away. The first card you have for your past is the Three of Wands. Yes, obviously this man's waiting, he's looking out to see, he's kind of waiting for something to happen. So yes, I'm seeing waiting with this card. There could have been, someone could have been waiting for you actually. I'm actually seeing someone could have been waiting for you to talk to them or waiting for you to communicate with them. Someone, yes, they could have sent a message to you, or maybe they let you know in some way that they wanted to connect with you. It might have been hinting, they might have been telling someone else, they might have messaged you. I don't know. There was some way that they were trying to get you to communicate with them. And yes, they were waiting for you. They're waiting for you to get back to them or something like that. I'm just seeing someone making one move. Someone made a move towards you, a small move. It wasn't a big thing. And then they were expecting you to reply to them. And yes, they were expecting this communication. It was like, it wasn't as if they were thinking, oh, maybe they will, maybe they won't. It was like they were absolutely expecting you to do this. They were expecting this from you. They were very patient at this time. They were waiting. They're willing to wait and sit around waiting for this. They were hopeful. I'm seeing optimism as well in this. This is a golden sea, so there's a lot of optimism here. They were waiting for you. They thought that this was definitely going to happen. They were very optimistic about this and hopeful. They thought that this is what you were going to do. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your past is the Nine of Swords. Yes. Yes, this is about this person again. This is about how they made you feel. You have been through a whole lot with this person, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing absolutely quite a few times, a lot of times actually in your more distant past, you couldn't trust this person. They hurt you. That's what I'm seeing. And they said things to you that hurt. That's what I'm seeing. I often see that in swords, words. So they might have hurt you with their words as well. I'm definitely seeing mistrust here. You couldn't trust this person. They could have really betrayed your trust in a lot of different ways. And yes, these words cut right through you. Look at this woman, cutting through your head, cutting through your heart, cutting through everything, but mostly your head and your heart. Look at that. Look where these swords are going. That's how they made you feel. So obviously, I don't know why they think that you're going to, or that they thought that you were going to talk to them. Of course, you're not going to talk to them. I wouldn't talk to them either. If someone treated me like that, there's no way I'd speak to them. So I don't know why they thought that you were going to communicate with them. They were obviously very smug, or they thought that, you owed them something, or they were very arrogant, or they just had no clue that that's what they'd done, which means that they're not very smart. So it's one or the other. In any case, I wouldn't want to communicate with them at all. It's a horrible feeling when you can't trust someone, so of course you don't want to communicate with them. The last card you have for your past is the Five of Pentacles. So yes, look at this. This is how they were feeling. They have no clue, or they had no clue at this time. They felt that you were ignoring them. Of course you were ignoring them, or that you might have been leaving them out. They felt like, they were waiting, but then it was kind of their patience was turning into this anxiousness. It was like, oh, first I was patient and I knew they were going to contact me, but now maybe they're not, and I'm starting to panic now. I'm upset and I'm left out and I want to go in. I can't come in. Look at these two people. They're looking at this stained glass window. They want to get in. It's cold where they are and they can't get in. This person wants to come in. They want you to speak to them, open up to them, but you're not going to. They're looking for the door on this church and they can't find it because you have it bolted and locked. That's what I'm seeing. And it's no wonder I would as well. So yes, they were feeling very negative. They were feeling very hurt. They weren't realizing what they'd done to you. They weren't facing up to what they'd done, or they didn't understand, or something like that. They weren't realizing they put themselves in this position because of what they'd done. They just weren't realizing that. They're walking around saying, poor me, this person isn't letting me in, this person doesn't want to speak to me. Oh, poor me, look at me, I'm out in the cold, in the snow. Oh, look at them, they've got everything, they've got these beautiful coins inside and they're all warm. No, that's not the case at all. They could have been telling people this. That's how arrogant this person was. But that was not the case at all. There's a reason why you weren't letting them in. There's a reason why you weren't speaking to them. And that's because of their own behaviour. But they weren't facing up to that. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, I'm seeing this again. Look at this. Yes, this is a specific situation, I know, but I keep on seeing this. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, but I keep on seeing this person in this situation. So, yes, this person still wants a connection with you. They still do not understand. It's not getting into their head what they have done, or they're forgetting it, or they're, I don't know, but they still think that they want to speak to you for some stupid reason, and you don't want to. They really like to communicate with you. That's what I'm seeing. But look at this couple in the center. They might say one word to each other, but they're going past each other. They're walking past. One person's going one way, the other person's going the other way. You're not going to stick around with this person. You're probably not even going to speak to them. If they met you in the street, you might be like this. They might say, oh, hello, I want to speak to you. And you'd say, right, yes, bye-bye, and you walk past. You probably only say one word. You might not even say anything to them. That's what I'm seeing in this card. You're passing each other by. There's no way that you're going to speak to this person. You're going in opposite directions. And again, I'm seeing there might be another person involved in this. So they might be talking to another person, convincing them that they're a poor person left out in the cold and you don't want them and they haven't done anything. That's not the case. You know that. But you don't need to worry about what other people think of you. They're ridiculous. Just don't even bother with them. The next card you have, your present, is the Five of Wands. So this can be about all sorts of things. Silly fights, bickering. This is a kind of, the people in this card, they're children, they're fighting. If they had swords, they'd be like grown men, they'd be properly fighting, but they're not. They have swords, they're messing around, they're playing around. So yes, that's why quite often in this card it's about bickering, silly fights, all sorts of, sometimes it can be about sibling rivalry as children, things like that. To me, this is about confusion around you. There's a lot of confusing changes going on around you at this time. You might not be able to make sense of what's going on in your head. This is like a feeling that's going on around the place. There's a lot of, there's retrogrades going on. There's all sorts of things making things very confusing for a lot of people. I don't know if you've noticed, there are a lot of readers that are leaving YouTube, having arguments, all of kinds of crazy things, saying mad things to each other and falling out. This kind of thing's going on, and it's going on in all sorts of people's lives as well. So there are changes going on. You might not see what's going on, but you'll be feeling this change. There are shifts happening at this time, and you just feel different at this time. There might be some ups and downs emotionally going on where you feel like these just changes are happening, mixed feelings, up and downs, just like this card. It just looks like a complete mess. But things will settle back down after a while when this is all over. I'm actually seeing, yes, there could be something happening for you that you might have given up a long time ago. Actually, what I'm seeing is that, I know this sounds crazy, but look how crazy this card is. I can't help it. It's mixing me up. There might have been something a long time ago that you were trying to manifest. And this is a long, long time ago. And you might have actually gone on to other things and forgotten what this was. This is going to happen for you now. This thing that you wanted to manifest a long time ago is coming in for you. It's coming out of this craziness. Once this all goes away and you have clarity, this thing is going to come in for you. Now, you might have forgotten what this was. Sometimes this happens with manifesting. Sometimes you really want something. I really want this so badly. I really want this. I really want this. And it doesn't happen. And you think, oh, this is never going to happen. I give up. And you start thinking about other things and whatever. And then it comes. It comes when you've forgotten. And I'm seeing this is what's happening to you at this time. So once you get out of all these mixed feelings, this craziness that's going on, it's going on with so many people at this time, all sorts of horrible ups and downs emotionally, things going wrong with people arguing when they don't even want to. They say things come out of their mouths and they don't even realize it's happening and they've said it. Falling out, all of this thing. Once all of that's over, and that will probably be around the end of this month or sometime, this is going to come in for you. I know this is in the present, but at this time, things are mixed up, and then you're going to come out of that. Something is going to manifest for you. It's a very positive thing. The last card you have, your present, is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Yes, very, very sad, horrible card. But I'm not seeing any new horrible things coming to you. It sounds bad, doesn't it? These are old horrible things. This is about this person in the Three of Wands. This very crazy, arrogant person who doesn't know why you don't want to speak to them. Of course you don't want to speak to them. This person is still not getting this connection. You're not going to give them this connection. You're not going to come and speak to them. Again, I'm seeing that. They just don't see this. There was way too much hurt. There was way too much hurt between you. Too many things happened. There's no way that you're going to speak to them. They might still think that you will for some silly reason. I don't know why. And again, I'm seeing there's another person that they're involving in this. They're telling them about you. Look at these thoughts. There are three swords here. You in the middle, them on one side, the other person on the other side. They might be talking about you backwards and forwards, and you're in the middle. But no, you're not going to talk to them. I wouldn't either if I were you. The first card you have for your future is the Nine of Wands. So yes, you were very, very hurt for a long, long time by this. And, you know, you just didn't want to speak to them. Even the thought of them, you just didn't want them anywhere near you. Now you're going to be moving forward from this. It's a process. It's a process, but this is a start. You're very carefully moving out of this. Look at this man. He has a barrier. So you had this barrier up between you and this person. You did not want to communicate with them. So you had this barrier up, and now you're slowly moving it aside, and you're starting to come out. Not to speak to them, but to come out and to carry on with your life and do some things for yourself. I'm seeing there is some determination here. You're determined to come out and do this. And it might be this thing that's manifesting, that's making you kind of realize that you have lots of things to look forward to. And yes, I'm also seeing that, yes, I hope this makes sense, but I'm seeing that you might have a decision that you have to make at this time. This could be about traveling or about moving. Traveling and moving might be around this thing that you wanted to manifest. I don't know about that, but I am seeing there's another person involved in this. Now, you might be going backwards and forwards thinking, do I want to do this traveling or this moving? It might be very far away of travel. It might be close travel. It might be some kind of moving you have to do with your job. But I can see this is to do with a person that you're friends with. This person is around this travel, so you might have been planning on traveling with them, and then you're having second thoughts or something like that. Something else might come up that changes the situation for you. You might be a little bit worried about telling this person about this because they might have been looking forward to whatever this was. Don't worry about talking to them. I'm seeing they're a very understanding person. They're a very reasonable person. They'll understand. If you want to change your mind, if, you know, whatever happens and it stops this or it changes you wanting to do this, speak to them. They'll understand. They'll be caring. They'll understand you. The next card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. Yes. Again, I'm seeing you have this decision. This can be about making a decision, not knowing whether to go to one side or the other side, and you're kind of trapped in the middle with your blindfold on. You can't see which side you want to turn to. So again, I'm seeing this could be about this decision that you're going to have to make. You might be a bit stressed about this, but you're going to be unnecessarily stressed because I'm seeing again that whoever this is involved with, this friend, I'm seeing this is probably around this travel or this moving situation. They're going to be understanding. So don't worry about telling them. They're not going to be angry. They're not going to be upset. Just tell them. Just tell them that you're having second thoughts. You don't know which way to go. They're going to really understand that. And then get some clarity, get some time away from this. And then you'll be able to make that decision by yourself. But I'm also seeing that you have to be careful not to tell too many people about this decision, because there might be some people who try to influence you in a way that isn't for your own good. It might be for their good. So just be very careful that you maybe keep this to yourself, apart from telling this friend. Keep this to yourself and don't tell many people outside of that. Just go inside of yourself, think carefully and come to a conclusion and a decision that you have to make about this. The last card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, headphone wearing people. I just had this big cough. Sorry, I don't know what happened then. So yes, this is about weighing up things, looking back on things, looking at what you've done, thinking, yes, am I doing the right thing? Am I not? Where do I want to go? That kind of thing. So you might be weighing up this decision as well at this time. You're going to eventually, you might realize that you're going to change your mind. You might go backwards on this decision. Excuse me, this man's looking backwards on where he's been. He's looking back on what he's planted already. So you might look back and you might think, I know I've put a lot of effort into this decision. I know this is what I've always wanted, and this involves this person, so I'm a bit stressed about this. But actually, now that I've gotten this time to myself, maybe I don't want to do this after all. Now, again, don't stress about this. Don't stress about this. This person understands this. I know that you're having some stress around this person, but yes, you know, this friend of yours is going to understand. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. If you're following your instincts and your instincts are telling you not to do something, there's a reason why that is. Follow that. Follow that. And this person, again, they're going to understand that. That's what I'm seeing. So Virgo, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And I'm sorry about my cough at the end. I hope it didn't make you jump or anything like that. Thank you so much for watching.